TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is launching a new app to compete with Instagram, and Twitter replaces its bluebird icon, leading to a price hike. Joining us this morning to discuss the latest tech headlines is cybersecurity and privacy attorney Leeza Garber. Leeza, thanks so much for coming back to the National Desk.
Great to see you.
Last week here in the U.S., TikTok's CEO, as you saw, was recently grilled by Washington lawmakers over national security concerns. Australia has just banned TikTok on government devices for the very same reason, and yet ByteDance seems to be unfazed, now promoting a new app similar to Instagram called Lemon8. What does that say to you?
If we contextualize this, right before TikTok's CEO testified to Congress, the Chinese government came forward and said they would not support selling the app to American companies. And there's been quite a bit of controversy, obviously, over the past few years as the U.S. has reviewed TikTok's operations, ByteDance's operations, what they actually have the ability to see of American users, and then also potentials for disinformation and misinformation. ByteDance, the parent company for TikTok, is obviously doubling down. They've launched Lemon8, which is again targeted at a youthful demographic, influencers, and it's rising in the charts in the United States. It's already extremely popular in Japan and Thailand. And if you check the different app stores OS charts, it's getting very high even as we speak. So it's still to be determined how fast it's going to move and how people are going to adopt it, but they're doubling down.
And you would say then that the trajectory of ByteDance through these different apps, whether it be TikTok or Lemon8, is really just try to become a top global social media service, that they're on that path?
Arguably, they already are a social media behemoth. TikTok has billions of users. In the United States alone, they have over 200 million, and their secret sauce algorithm has kept eyeballs on screens for years. Even though there are concerns about national security, about surveillance, about the Chinese government's ability to tap into all of that information, it's maintained its hotspot on the charts. And obviously, ByteDance is not backing down, and the Chinese government is not backing down.
All right, let's talk about another major presence on the internet, talking about Twitter. That bluebird icon that we're familiar with was replaced this week by a decade-old internet meme of a dog, leading to the price spike in digital currency Dogecoin. Due to that association with the meme, there's now a $258 billion lawsuit in federal court. What is this all about?
Musk has always had an affinity for Dogecoin and that smiling Shiba Inu, and he's tweeted what he is now calling very silly remarks. This lawsuit taking place out of New York for, again, large amounts of money, is claiming that he intentionally influenced the price of Dogecoin, sending it sky high and then letting it fall, hurting investors and other people in the markets. This lawsuit surrounds whether his tweets can be held to this legal standard of influencing. But in addition, it's also looking at the value of cryptocurrency in general. And folks in the crypto field are going to be watching this lawsuit with eyes peeled, because this could really determine how the United States reacts to crypto in general.
Yeah, always controversy there. What about what's going on? There's a new survey out from the NIH, National Institutes of Health, saying that a quarter of adolescents are now social media addicts. You've got multiple states that are suing social media platforms for those harmful effects as they're seen by those legislative moves. Are social media platforms themselves the ones to blame here, or should that be spread around?
We have dozens of lawsuits coming from concerned parents, coming from bereaved parents, coming from school districts and state governments, arguing that social media should be held liable. This is serious behavioral addiction, and it's not just the NIH, but the CDC has come up with studies. And the problem here that could lead to legal culpability as well is that many of these social media platforms have had their own internal studies done that have been leaked or otherwise made their way to public eyes, showcasing that they know they addict minors, which is an extremely vulnerable group. We're talking about eating disorders, suicide. We're talking about other issues that are extremely impactful on our youthful community. And these lawsuits are not just against TikTok. This is one of the concerns that came up in the congressional hearing recently, but it's against almost every major social media app. Why? Because the algorithms that make these apps money, these platforms money, their goal is to keep eyes on screens for as long as possible. So the more they can do to keep people intrigued, that's what's going to get them the most advertising dollars.
Yeah, meanwhile, a growing problem. All right, Leeza Garber, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you as well.